I want to welcome everybody to Light Beyond the Clouds. And Jen and I are really excited today. Kathy is actually a client of mine and has come to me, and her daughter is in heaven. And we're just so grateful that you're willing to come on and honestly let people know about the messages from the divine and how it has helped just in some way to let you know that there's more and that your daughter is with you on your daily life. This is what Jen and I have always wanted to do. We do the daily messages, but in a daily life, I see people every day, and it's about healing the hearts and giving you hope again. So we really do appreciate you coming on and telling your story because we know it's not easy. So I just want to introduce, this is Kathy and Jen. Jen, you know her. So I'm going to go let Jen, you can start asking
Yeah,
questions and talk.
no,
We want to
I
have
mean,
everybody.
yeah. I mean, I'm excited that we are getting people on because I do want people to know what you do outside of our happy messages, that you do help
Yes.
people. And I'm excited that, Kathy's on. And Kathy, if you just want to start by just telling people, you've seen Renee, you guys kind of messaged, and the things that she maybe told you then that, happen for you, just so people know. I want people to know what she does is real. It's not just, we're not just talking,
Right.
people to talk, but we want people to know, like, she's truly here helping people.
Yes. Yes. When I'd had a reading with you before. It had been a while back. And then my daughter passed very unexpectedly. I waited a few days and I text Renee and I said, "Hey, can I get a reading with you? Like a reading." All I said. And the text came back and said, "Yeah," she said, "but I just got this message and it says, tell mom that I am okay and I am not alone." There was no way that she would have known. Nobody knew. I mean, I'm not I'm not a big, Facebooker right away to say, "Oh, no." Nobody knew because I had to notify everybody in the family first. And that gave me so much peace. You have no idea how much peace that gave me. And I went and I showed it to my mom, and I mean, we're crying and hugging and knowing that, that she's not alone. And then since then, we've had some more sessions. And I think like the craziest one you said something about her jewelry. And I said, yeah, because I was going to the house to get some stuff. And you said something about her rings. And I was like, yeah, well, I didn't get them. At least I thought I didn't. But her husband had given me a box, and not knowingly in that box hidden were her wedding rings from her first marriage. So I found them, and I can guarantee he didn't know he gave them to me. And some other jewelry that was there that my grandmother had given her. And it was like, in such an odd place to find it. Do you know what I'm saying? It was like just in a container, a see-through container, actually, in a zip bag. And like in the container were like pictures and notes and papers. It was like just so random, so random. It just our sessions have helped me immensely. And knowing that the other day when we did the group thing, the first thing that Renee said is somebody's having a problem with their legs. Nobody knows that about me. And I mean, I've been to the hospital twice by ambulance because of my legs and not knowing what's going on. Nobody knows that. And I was like, well, yeah, I have been. And you're like, oh, they're going to figure it out. It's going to be okay. And yeah.
Amazing. And when people understand, like I people understand about the divine and the other side, it's not just about who passed and how they passed. They're involved in our life right now because they're more alive than we are. So they're helping you every day, Kathy. And Jen, we all know that. They're helping us on a daily basis to get through the day, to look to the left. And I even just did, talked about with my dad with that video. And Jen and I were just talking about, I was in the car and it was my anniversary and listening to a song and I changed it. And there was a song I danced to my father with. They're always with us, but they guide us. And this is what's so beautiful about, I love the way my gift is, the way the angels have always given it to me. It's always about love and light. It's always about hope. And yes, there are things that aren't good because people will ask that, are there negative things? Sure. But for me, it doesn't work like that. For me, it's about the hope and the love and saying, listen, I'm right here and I'm showing you this. Look to the left. You get
Yep.
nudge and that little feeling like all of a sudden something says, keep moving forward or look over here, go to another place. We're not doing that by ourselves. That's
Right.
like with you coming on, and Jen and I really want to start having people come on and talk about their experiences because it
Yeah.
helps other people to say, I went through that. That happened to me. This is what this is about. It's about showing everybody in their daily life that they're there for you too.
Well, and then I think one of the other things you said to me at first was you said she didn't know. She didn't know that it had happened. And, I mean, I found out what happened. Can I go ahead and okay.
Yes.
Okay. So, we just got the paperwork and information. She had a brain aneurysm. She would have gone instantly. There's no way she would have known. So, yeah, yeah. And then, of course, my husband and I, we were like, well, that gives us peace to know that, that she went quick and didn't suffer. You always want to make sure they don't suffer. And as hard as it is to lose a child, obviously, this is like, and you and I talked, this was my biggest fear in life, but she's with me. She's always with me.
She is.
She's always here. She always will be. Some days are good, some days are bad, but that's what happens. So,
She just has such a beautiful energy. Kathy, when you feel her energy, and she just goes back to being a teenager. Like, I just keep feeling her behind you with her arms around you, like coming up. Do you understand? Like the way she wants to hug from
yeah,
the back. Like she just has this beautiful energy for you. Like you always made everything okay. You were her go-to. Like she would come to you and you would make everything okay. And she's funny too. She keeps saying, I didn't always make it easy for my mother. Sometimes I would test. I don't know if it's true, but this is what she said.
that's
Didn't
true.
easy for you, like, she could still be stubborn, like, if you told her something, she would do the opposite. She's just because that was just her nature, like, "It's gonna be my way, like, I need to try this my way." It doesn't matter what it was, friends, I mean, relationships that she has this kind of energy, but that's why she came in here. Did she ever bump her head at some point or fall? Is there ever even as a child, did she ever fall? I know I keep seeing a tree or something about ever
She fell. She fell. She was climbing a tree and she fell. She fell. And at the bottom of the tree was this little V, and
uh-huh.
her foot got stuck and her ankle. And so we got it. We take her to the doctor.
See, do you
And
see?
it was so funny. The funniest thing is she had these boots on, and the doctor's like, "Can I cut the boot off?" And I'm like, they're like dollar store boots. It's
Right.
fine. You go ahead and got it. And then she said, and you'll get her personality. She said, "I didn't shave my legs. I didn't shave my legs. Oh my gosh." And then when the doctor came back and showed the x-ray, he said, "Look at all that hair on there. I
Oh,
can't believe."
that's hysterical. Do you see? It's like
But that's her.
what I want people to understand too, even about the divine.
That's her.
Happy. They have a sense of humor. They want you to laugh. Like even bringing up, you just say, "How could you know that?" I just saw her climbing a tree and falling out of a tree.
Yep.
So do you see? It's just, and it's almost
Yep.
just like you always would say, "You're going to fall out of the tree someday." Like it's like this thing, but it's how they come because they
Yeah.
want us to laugh and to be happy. And they show me memories all the time. So much of my messages are memories because it's the moments and the memories are our whole life. That's what our existence is. When you go to heaven and you see your life, everything is a memory. It's a moment that you shared, whether do you understand whether it's positive or negative? You see every single moment, memory. And so it's just her way when, was showing that she was going to still do things, I mean, it's just the kind of the way somebody just showed me a rabbit. I wasn't going to do any of this today. Or was there anything with a rabbit?
Not that I can think of.
I don't know why she showed me a rabbit, either a rabbit's foot or a rabbit, lucky rabbit's foot, but something with a rabbit.
I don't know. I have to look into that.
Okay, I
Say,
always just say
hold
hold
on
on
to
to it
it.
if it doesn't make sense.
Hold on to it.
Because people message me say, oh my God, now that makes sense. That's why I always send the notes to people because
Right. And then I'll text you at 10 o'clock at night. Oh my God, I can't believe it.
for some reason she showed me like an animal, something about her with an animal, like she has this animal with her, but I keep seeing a rabbit. So I don't know if it's a picture or something with this. She won't let it go. I'm just going to leave it there because she's not.
Okay.
But I just want people to talk about their experiences. And I know even I'd asked you about the autopsy
Yes.
and you said it was still going to be a few weeks. And then you messaged me the next day.
And I got it.
Yeah.
And I got it. Yeah.
Because she said it was coming
Yep.
sooner or later.
Yep. And I got, which I couldn't believe, I got the autopsy report, the toxicology report, which you told me to make sure that I got, and I got it. And I don't know what else. Anyway, not the death certificate, but all that information. And I thought, okay, so her husband sent it came from the state. And I don't ever remember signing up for it. I remember calling them and telling them who I was and I wanted to call back because they say to leave a message, but I don't remember leaving my email. I don't remember any of that. So I was like blown away. And I told her husband, I said, "Oh, I've got the report." And he said, "I don't have it." He said, "I don't have it." He
She
said,
wanted
"Will you
you to have
send it to—"
that
She
came.
said, "Well, you said," I believe it. And I told you to. Oh my gosh, I gotta tell you this. This was the mind-blowing thing. So after she passed and we were, you get together and have a gathering. My phone, Spotify kept coming up on my phone, kept coming up on my phone. I mean, out of nowhere randomly. Now I listen to Spotify, but not 24/7. I mean, it's just every once in a while. And it came up and the song came in. And I'm like, I don't know what, and I got rid of it. And it happened again. I got rid of it. Like the next day it happened. I'm like, what is going on? I was like, okay. So I finally listened to the song, and it's a song about a father and a daughter, and basically, do right by her, and if you love her like she needs to be and deserves to be loved, you'll get that back. And we played it at her service. And yeah, after that, you said that she really did like the music. She was very, very much a musical person.
You see, this is where when Jen and I, when we do these with people, we want people to come on because it's so real. We want people to understand how they're connecting with us, how they're
Right.
sending the message. What we think is so small is so big, like just that song. And the fact that they will resend it until they say,
Yep.
pay attention. And
Yep.
this is what they do. It doesn't matter if it's Jen, you know that. You can talk
Yeah.
about this too.
No, I mean,
Feathers or pennies.
that
They
sounds
will
like
keep
it might be
things.
her personality. She's just gonna keep sending you
Yes.
something until you need it.
Yes. And it's so funny because it's never happened before and it's never happened since. But I'm like you, it's like it kept coming to me like, why? Well, maybe I should listen to this.
No, of
But see, these
course.
are the little things people don't understand. Jen, you agree with that. We want people to understand this, that, and how, like, has this healed your heart? Like, how that healed
Oh,
your heart. Do you understand how that just makes you say, oh my gosh, she's really here? Like,
yeah.
love transcends all space and
Yep.
time. We are energy. You cannot kill or destroy energy. The energy lives on. It is eternal. I was just saying, when we look up and see silver flashes out of the corner of our eye or lights flicker, do you understand? We find things. That's their way of just saying, hey, you know what I mean? I'm helping you with this. I know you're sad. I know you just want you to know I love you.
I've been seeing a lot more things out of the corner of my eye than I've never had that before. Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
And
love it.
it's not any particular thing. It's just like something. And it's like, what was that there? What's there?
It
No.
was her. It was
Yeah.
her.
Is there
Her.
one thing that you feel like has healed your heart the most since she's been gone? Like, is there a message that you feel like has really just made you say, "Oh my gosh, that this is absolutely," because I remember when you reached out and I just felt right away. I was like, as soon as you reached out, I was like, I felt your daughter saying, "Tell her it's me,"
Yeah.
that I'm okay. She wanted you to know that she didn't suffer and that she was okay. It was very important for her to pass that message on.
Yeah. 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 And like I said, when I asked for the reading and then you got back to me with that, I mean, obviously tell my mom, you knew it was my child. And, and you were like very, I'm so sorry, but we'll get together. And we did. And she's just wonderful. She was a beautiful soul.
Can I ask you something? What would you, for people that are on day one of this journey or day two or day seven, is there anything that you could say to them, what I mean, that would in any way maybe try to help them on a healing process? Is there anything? Because I think this is important too for people. Is there any just little thing that you could help people with?
I mean, in all honesty, you know, sit and talk to them. Sit and talk to them. I believe that she can hear me. I believe that she knows. I mean, because it's energy, it's spiritual. It's not necessarily, verbal and all that. And I mean, I know that there's things that happen during the day that I know that she knows happened, or I would say that's her, that's her, that would be her. So
I love that. And I think you said it so beautifully that to sit and talk to them because they can hear you. I think if that it was one of the greatest things that you could have said to someone, because I always say that, but to have it come from someone that is living it, has lived it,
yeah,
living it, will continue to live it. For you to say to someone, they can still hear you. You probably have no idea how much hope that just is giving somebody that's in that right now. She's very full of energy though. I have to tell you today, like I didn't know if I was going to be like connecting with her. And she's just like, no, you got to be kidding me. If I can get a chance to talk to my mother,
yeah,
he's just very, very of energy. And it's almost just like you still want to go through things. And I don't know why. Was there anything with
yes.
her or you with cooking? I don't know why she's talking about.
My mom had mentioned my mom gave her a bunch of cookbooks
Yeah.
and she wants them back. And I
Yeah.
didn't know my mom had given her cookbooks.
Oh, but you
She loved that. Yes, she loved that.
I said to Jen before we started, no, I'm going to really try not to, just have a conversation and see. But it's just, Jen knows it's just impossible when they come through
You
because
can't
I
turn
will
it
never
off.
hold on to a message. It's
No,
talking about the cooking and the cookbooks and like spoons and just saying, like, give it back. Do you understand? This is
she would find a really neat recipe and she'd do it, and then she would call me while she was making it, and she would say, "Now look at this. This is great." And she had found a fantastic recipe for Thanksgiving, and she always made it for Thanksgiving.
Okay, so it's her way of validating she's with you guys and hears you say that these things will stay connected to all of you, that whenever you do this, like she'll be in the kitchen, it will be her, her energy. And these are the little things I always say to they're so might seem so small, but to the person that just received it, it's the biggest message,
It
right?
means the world.
It does.
It means the world.
And Kathy, we just can't thank you enough for coming on and just giving a little, a little glimpse and people understand that these are real people that these are not just the daily messages are to get you through, when you're having a hard day, we want them to heal your heart and to let you know that there is more. But when they actually get to see someone that has experienced this and you share the message of hope that you've gone through,
Yep.
it's going to help somebody in ways. And this is what Jen I've always wanted to do. We're so much more. There's so much more. We really want to dive into this more like next season, really, with people. And, if you would ever want to come back on again and just talk more about this. But one more thing, she's talking about a blanket or a comforter or a bedspread or something about a bedspread or a blanket
Okay.
that belonged to someone. Something about, I don't know if there's something was ever made or passed down or if you found it in her house when you went.
Well, her friend made a blanket
Okay.
for me,
Okay.
pictures of her.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
That's what
and
you're gonna be
we're
messaging me.
trying to put it up.
Okay, you're gonna message me about this stuffed rabbit or a stuffed
Yep.
animal or something
Uh,
with a wrap because there she wants to keep showing this, but even with the blanket, it's just like something that really it just helps heal your heart. It's something that you hold on to.
yes.
Kathy, you just know her love is always with both of you, that she's there and she's so alive and everyone does reunite in heaven. It's a reunion. When it's people's times, it is a reunion. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you for coming
Thank
on and
you.
sharing your story.
Thank you. Bless you. Thank you so much for all the peace that you brought me and bringing my daughter to me. It's beyond thanks.
And I thank you for trusting me and allowing me to do that because that's important to me too. All
All right.
right.
Thank you again.
Here.
Bye.
Bye.